seem to recall last Friday I was here and we were talking about top wide receivers. And you said something to the effect, I don't want to misquote you, but it was something like, he's definitely not my number one. He's more like a great tight end. Okay?
So,
you want to double down on that now?
Y'all gonna get Mike Thomas coming at me like Zeke Elliott's coming at these other members of the media. So maybe I went a little far with that. However, the difference I was making between him and other receivers is he's not a big play guy. He's obviously one of the best and well-deserving of his 99 rating because of all of his skills. But when I'm looking for a receiver, if we're picking from the top 5 receivers, obviously I take Mike Thomas as a receiver on my team. But if I get to pick who I want somebody with more big play ability. And if you look at Mike Thomas's stats, they are mind-blowing. But his average yards for reception is pretty low considering the type of receiver that he is. And that's in part because of the offense. Maybe that's in part because Drew Brees' arm isn't what it used to be, and Michael Thomas has to run these routes in this style of offense. But I want somebody that's going to blow the top off the defense, and that's not who Mike Thomas is. Now, if I can't have Tyreek Hill or Julio Jones, obviously I'm taking Mike Thomas, and he's as good as it gets in this league. But as a former DB, the speed and the big playability scares me more than anything else. Mike Thomas might moss you or push you down and embarrass you that way, but he's not running past the best DBs in this league.
Yeah, not a big play guy, you say. Okay, I'll just put that out there. I don't want him to come after you, but I just want to make sure I understood it.
I feel like you're baiting him. You're trying to get me jumped on by Mike Thomas.
I just want to make sure I'm understanding what you're saying.
I'm preemptively apologizing, Mike Thomas. Please don't come for me. We all know you're real. I just like a little more speed on my receiver.
Woody, come on in. Maybe you need to save Neek. What do you think? Damien, what do you think?
Oh, man, listen, I agree with everything that Neek was saying. Listen, if I had my druthers and I'm picking wide receivers, I'm going Julio 1. I'm going Julio 1, DeAndre Hopkins 2, Michael Thomas 3, for a lot of reasons that Neek talked about. When I think of the one thing that you can't teach in this league is speed. And when you talk about Julio Jones, you're talking about a receiver that's 6'3", 220, and can still blow the top off the defense, can still moss you, still a pristine route runner. So I'm taking all of those qualities with Julio Jones over Michael Thomas, and Michael Thomas catches everything that's in his path. But I want the receiver that's going to scare defense, and I don't know necessarily if Michael Thomas is going to do that week in and week out. As far as his physical attributes are concerned.
Booger, get in here. How does he extol for me the positives of Michael Thomas so he can come out of this segment feeling good?
Well, he's got some of the surest hands in football, and I think when you fit him in that offense and you look at how he can uncover, whether it's man coverage or zone coverage, he's one of the best. But, for Dominique to call him a tight end, I think Dominique's mentions and Dominique's cell phone is going to be blowing up with all the Michael Thomas fans. But I do know what Dominique means, because if you look at where Michael Thomas catches the football, it's between 0 and 15 to 20 yards. The overwhelming majority of his catches are right there. But the other receivers that Damien Woody mentioned, when you talk about Julio Jones, oh, by the way, I think he's the best. DeAndre Hopkins, he will be my number 2, and Michael Thomas is number 3. Those receivers can get down the field more vertically. So it just depends on what you want and how you fit in the offense. For the New Orleans Saints offense, Michael Thomas is the perfect fit. His rapport with Drew Brees, his ability to uncover in man or zone coverage fits perfectly in that offense. But when you look at what they did in Houston with Deshaun Watson and DeAndre Hopkins, what they did in Atlanta with Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, those guys fit better because of the vertical speed that they bring to the game. But let's be honest. Just like with the running back position, the wide receiver position, you can't go wrong. Julio, DeAndre, and Michael Thomas, those 3 have separated themselves at the top, and they are the cream of the crop. So don't be mad, Michael Thomas, if Dominique calls you a tight end. He's just having a bad morning. He didn't get his coffee, and it's okay.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.